Welcome, everybody. The regular season is over for the NFL, and it's time to look forward to the offseason. I'm Joe with the Game House, and today we'll be doing a New England Patriots 2024 NFL mock draft. So the Patriots are up in our 2024 NFL mock draft series. We'll be doing them for every team as we go along here. We're using the NFL mock draft database simulator. I like this because it combines big boards from around the internet and puts them together for the draft board, which makes it maybe a little bit more realistic, although some players will fall that you don't really expect. That happens all the time. But we're going to do it with the Patriots today. We're not going to be accepting any trades, just not realistic with some of these simulators, and honestly, it's too early to do it anyway. So we have pick number 3. We have a new coach in New England, Gerard Mayo, who played there. This is going to be one where if that actually happens, which it will not happen, they'll be running to the podium to take Caleb Williams. So we're going to take Caleb Williams there. Again, not going to happen. I do think they end up taking one of the 3 quarterbacks, though. Probably Drake May would be the one they prefer the most, but I could see, Jaden Daniels being a guy they end up falling in love with because of his ability to run and throw. But Caleb Williams, number 1 quarterback in the class, maybe not the best player, but you need to, get a new quarterback in there after Mac Jones is disappointed the last couple of years. He hasn't had the most help, mind you, but still need to get a new quarterback in there and then help build the rest of the roster around him. Now, I would love to get a wide receiver to utilize in this for this young team. I'm going to take it. I know there's some offensive tackles there that could be of good use. Obviously, it's one of the needs up here. But I'm going to take Xavier Worthy, a speed demon who could really stretch the field vertically. They've needed a wide receiver for years. They've missed on some wide receivers in the draft, but Worthy can stretch the field vertically, at least maybe open up that running game by just, keeping the defenses honest. And then we can get some offensive linemen here too. Jackson Powers Johnson, the interior lineman from Oregon, played center for them. Could play guard in the NFL. I think he's going to go way higher than 68. We'll see with how that goes with interior offensive linemen not always working out. But it still leaves a lot of room for improvement on this Patriots team as they move forward. I'm going to be focusing most of this draft on the offense. There might be some defensive guys here. But yeah, I'm going to take Malachi Corley. I'm going to take 2 wide receivers. It depends on what they do in free agency. They already got one here. But different players. Xavier Worthy's more of a deep threat, stretches the field vertically. Malachi Corley's a guy who likes the ball in his hands. And not to say that Xavier Worthy can't run after the catch, because he's very, very quick and fast and elusive. But Malachi Corley's more that Deebo Samuel guy. Taking him in other mock drafts or other teams. Really like him as a player. Excited to watch his tape later on. We're going to go to pick number 135 now. Looking for guys who could maybe make an impact, but more likely going to be special teamers. Let's see what we can get here. Running backs, they've taken so many over the last several years. Some of them aren't on the team anymore. Let's go with Tyron Hopper out of Missouri. I think he would have had a better year, but I would have thought he would have had a better year, but he did not. But he's more of a fast guy. Missouri played a lot of big games this year. I think he was a guy we talked about preseason a lot for people who were doing the NFL draft stuff, but maybe didn't live up to the hype this year. Still have to get through his tape, but I think a guy who can contribute on special teams and maybe Gerard Mayo will like. Next one up, we will go... So many good options here. Let's go Cedric Johnson out of Mississippi. One of the few players they lost after this past season. They got a lot of guys coming back. They hit the transfer portal. Should be a good team at Ole Miss. Doesn't have the sack total that maybe you'd want overall, but I do think it's a good pick here to get some depth on that edge. And that leaves us with the chance to get some more of these needs. This simulator has running back and tight end as some of the needs we'll need. But let's take Frank Gore Jr. He played a little bit of everything for Southern Miss. He even played quarterback at times. He's going to be a versatile player. That heady player the Patriots might love. I think he can be a guy who contributes later on in his career. Maybe not at the start of his career, but a good guy for depth purposes. And we'll have to play special teams. And his dad played in the NFL, so he knows how things work and can move forward with that. So with this mock draft, they get Caleb Williams. Don't know how they fell to him. They have Xavier Worthy, who I think will help their offensive attack, give them some speed. Jackson Powers Johnson can help that offensive line, can move some guys around there to make him fit, can move him around to play center or guard. Malachi Corley, with the ability to run after the catch, can help this offense. Tyron Hopper from Missouri has some good speed. Cedric Johnson and Frank Gore rounds out that class. Let me know what you think of this draft class for the New England Patriots. We'll be back with more mock drafts in the future.